Hi, this is your grade 9 Monday lesson. What we're going to do today is basically just do some more challenging questions based on cones, pyramids and spheres. Today's task is going to be on Google Classroom, a little bit of a change. I think it might be a little bit easier if you just write it on paper, show all your steps and then just upload a screenshot so I can see that you've done that. So this is your do now task. So you want to pause it and give it a go ahead, but I am going to go through the answers. So the question wants the volume, to find the volume and the surface area of each hemisphere. So that just means it is half of a cylinder, and that's why you've been given the formulas over here. So if we start with the yellow one, if we start with the volume, okay, so all we're going to do is 4/3 pi times radius, which is 7 cubed. And then whatever the answer is, you have to just divide that by 2 for the volume. So it's quite straightforward. You should get 718.4 centimeters cubed. When you're putting this into the calculator, it might be a little bit easier just to put the top in first, get an answer, and then just divide that by 2. Okay? Right, surface area, a little bit different. You can't just divide by 2, but let's give it a go. So surface area is 4 pi 7 squared, okay, but we will divide that by 2, but that would only give you the outside of this hemisphere, so then you have to add the top shape, which is a circle, so pi times 7 squared. Okay, you can put it straight into the calculator, or again you want to do the first part separately, so put this in, didn't mean that, put this in, then divide it by 2, get an answer, and then add the second part. And if you do that, the surface area is 461.8 centimeters squared. Right, the second shape then that we're going to look at here is, this time it's gave me the diameter, so that means the radius is going to be 21 millimeters. And then we just do exactly the same. So the surface area, 4/3 pi, the radius is 21, you're going to cube it, put that into your calculator and then divide that by 2, and your volume for this question, I think I said surface area, your volume is 19,396 millimeters cubed. And then the surface area for this shape, so I'm going to do 4 times pi, the radius is 21 squared, put that in your calculator, divide it by 2, get an answer, and then don't forget, you have to add this shape here, which would be a circle, so pi times 21 squared. And if you do that, your answer should be 4,156 millimeters squared. Okay, that was the do now task. Right, what we're going to have a little look at now then, there's the answers, is a bit more problem solving questions, and then you're going to go and try some. So the questions that you're going to try are going to be a little bit different, but you need to know all these formulas, so you're going to be breaking the questions down. Right, so in this question here, we have 2 shapes. I'm going to start with A. So the volume has been given to me as 972 pi, and the question, we have to find the missing length, which is R. So I'm going to be looking at the volume in this question. So 4/3 pi R cubed is going to equal 972 pi. Right, things that we can do when we're doing things like surface area and volume or anything that involves pi. If pi is on both sides of the equation, everything is just multiplying. It's super easy just to cancel the both pi's out straight away. Now we're just dealing with 4/3 R cubed is 972, and then we can just solve it. So I'm going to I need to multiply by 3 and then times by 4. So you basically just multiply by the reciprocal. So R cubed is 3/4, 972. So R cubed is going to equal, let's see, 972 is 729 And then we have to cube root that. So r equals the cube root 729. So r in this question is 9 centimetres. Right, we're going to do the same, but this time in the next question they gave me the surface area. So surface area is 4 pi r squared, and that equals 4,072. So first thing we can do is just divide everything by 4 pi. So divide by 4 pi, divide by 4 pi, and that'll leave you r squared equals 4,072 divided by 4 pi. That equals 324.04. And then we are just going to square root that. And that will get me r, square root, answer, is 18 centimetres. Okay, right, what you're going to go and do now on Google Classroom, if I just scroll down, there's some mixed questions that you're going to go and try. Okay, so I've put this on Google Classroom so you can have a little look at it. I need to fix this. I'll go and fix it now. So you need to answer the following questions. Do it on paper. So you've got 3 on the top, a little bit similar to what we've just done. Then you've got a little bit of problem solving questions here, which shouldn't be too hard. And then this question, it was actually on another worksheet that we've done. I just need to go and change that slightly because it hasn't copied over. And that is for the end of the lesson.